Hello, today is the 5th of November 2023. Whenever you connect to this is perfect for you. We're doing a general reading on the energy of the planet of Gaia and what is coming forth at this time for the collective to be aware of. Very much feels like soul expansion of shifting and changing perceptions, ideas, thoughts and concepts. We're working with these three decks today. I am Susan Green, Messenger Animals Oracle. I am the artist and the author of this deck, and it is available on my website through the links below. So let's, without any more dally, take a look at what's coming forth this week. I encourage you to like and subscribe to my channel. And as you do this, you will receive notifications when videos come out on the Wednesday, the Sunday, and what I do in between for tutoring and helping to guide, healings, and other, sometimes art. We have all sorts come forth. Okay, that looks like a good starting point. So the meerkat here, opportunity and alert. So this is really about being aware. Okay, so that awareness and what I was just saying about feeling like the planet is in this shift and transition where it's trying to bring in this awareness. And this awareness is about changing the ideals. So you're not constantly in this flight or fright situation. See, this is about wariness, danger. When you're on the reverse side, it's blocking the clarity and the ability to heal because of those unbidden fears that are laying below the surface. But what happens when you challenge to face those and you gently open to understand and receive why they're there? Then this gives you the tools to work with the porcupine to heal. And in that healing, you become protected in more light. So you feel vulnerable to start off with, but then as you allow to recognize and let go, then you begin to expand in more light. And this is not just healing and self-reliance, but within that you feel safer within all you are and all you do. Okay, and the ostrich again guiding you to that sense of not radiating in self-destruction. I think this is like when you see the opportunity and you're aware of the influences within the surroundings around you, within yourself, to change those difficult routines or to keep tweaking and optimizing and become in that positive decision. Okay, so awareness, observant, focused, and creating that step-by-step action, not overdoing it, but just allowing that, you know, keep looking at what are these self-destructive behaviors and routines that you've got that are not allowing you to move into healing. Look, we've got air, air, and air. We've got earth, earth, and earth. So all these are very aligned to that. What do you need to do to be aware, to heal, to move forward? And the aardvark feels like very much a culmination of that as you come into this. This is water and earth. So again, the healing, moving you out of this ongoing paranoia or addiction to that negative behavior, negative thoughts, as you constantly challenge them and allow yourself to heal into greater clarity. So you become content and optimistic, and in that everything else continues. You create this cycle of growth and awareness. So let's just pull some support cards for each of these. Spirit Keeper of the South, Fire, White Buffalo, and Great Mystery. What beautiful cards. Okay, so Spirit Keeper of the South. The South holds an energy of expansion. So this is what we were saying about being aware. When you're aware of what is underlying and you face that and you challenge that, so you're no longer in this constant fight or flight, then you start becoming in an expansion that the universe is really, the planet is able to gift you these gifts of, you know, abundance, mind, body, and soul abundance, essentially. Okay, it's like this is part of the north, south, east, west, they're all organic tools that anybody can tap into. And the south is that prosperity in all forms, that expansion in all forms. So it's really stating that as you allow yourself to become aware and to heal, to challenge those underlying behaviors and thoughts, that consciousness that is not beneficial, the routines that are not beneficial, then you become in this abundant expansion coming forth. So this is a really wonderful time of just allowing and really activating through the heart space. You know, you see this sunshine, this sense of empowerment, this blooming fields of energy, and it's really quite beautiful to support this. We're just going to pull a sea card, these beautiful little cards to support that as well. Love. May you dive deep into your passions. So essentially self-love, self-worth, self-appreciation, clarity coming forth. Look at this stunning sunset, sunrise. You know, the end of one day, the beginning of a new. It's really beginnings, endings, and allowing that expansion that the south is offering, that empowerment through that central sun, creating this opportunity and growth that the meerkat is stating. Be aware, be focused, be clear, really analyze, go deeper within who you are and what you're doing. This week coming up on my Facebook and Instagram pages, there are support posts for exactly that really offer you affirmations to each day work with and grow with, and to challenge yourself with, to bring that deeper sense of thought. So not just saying it and passing over it, but really saying it, feeling it. How does it feel? And where do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? And that's what this is saying, okay? That to really move into this self-love, to dive deeper into everything you are, see the opportunity that's arising at the moment, because all the energy in Gaia, in the planet, of those around us, we're all being moved into this transitionary phase, okay? So really, however that works for you, embrace that and work with it. Okay, so fire is very much about cleansing and purification. Okay, so the spirit of fire is encouraging you as you're challenging here to heal, to become self-reliant. And again, we've got this this definition of endings and beginnings as the fire transpires through all. Okay, so this cleansing of what is no longer working, to heal and to become self-reliant, to embrace this solar plexus energy that's rising within the new day, the new dawn, endings, beginnings, purification. I really actually love that. Let's pull a sea card to support the ocean and elemental support. Oops. Begin. May you start as if you have already begun. Okay, so each day is a new opportunity. Each day, each breath, each step you take, make it a journey. It's not a destination. Your soul is on a journey, and that ability to see everything you do and everything you are as a journey, as you go deeper within, as you become in that healing space, you're purifying, you're cleansing all that you have been, okay, moving out of what is no longer serving you well, so you can truly just exist in a space of you feeling like you and you feeling confident. So this healing and self-reliant is also, you know, the porcupine is also a protection, but that protection comes because you feel safe to express yourself. And this is really important to understand, how that progress comes forth when you're feeling insecure because you're lost in this fight or flight, in the stress response, in the reactive energy. You don't feel safe to express yourself, and therefore you get stuck in, you know, oh, that person's going to think that, or that person, and there's this self-judgment or lack of self-worth, or it's being lost and not doing things because you feel judged by expectation or that weight of what you feel you should be doing rather than who you are and who you can be in your truest form. So this ability to expand into each new cycle and to keep optimizing the routines, to keep taking those steps and trusting that as you come into your truth, you feel stronger, you feel empowered. And that's really what this is about. When you are authentic and you speak that truth, then you really shine, and that's the abundance, that's the energy of the South growing within and through you. Okay, so the ostrich with the white buffalo. White buffalo is profound on every level, and it's very much about miracles. It's what do you want to come forth? Where have you been setting your vision, and what are you trying to activate into your energy field, into your awareness, into your life? Okay, so this white buffalo signifies that as you're doing the work, as you continue to be observant and you continue to optimize through this energy frequency, that you are literally connecting into balance and harmony. You're connecting into that transformation of miracles coming forth. And miracles happen all the time. People expect something really big and sometimes those things do come forth. But what about noticing the details, appreciating and actually understanding in gratitude all those miracles, the little miracles every day, and recognizing how all of a sudden you're not stuck in these reactive patterns that you've become because you were aware and you became, and now you are still able to keep optimizing through what you see, what you understand, what you feel. Your wisdom is expanding and growing as your solar plexus energy is transitioning with every new day, as it's purifying and cleansing through the cycles, through the step-by-step action that's going on. Okay, so this is truly just support, and indicating that support from your teams in spirit, from your higher self, supporting your journey through that unconscious pathway as well. Okay, to keep moving forward, to keep finding clarity. You can see here clarity is on the lesser end here. Air, which is clarity, comes forth first. Okay, so that clarity is growing and it keeps helping with the healing, the earth being healing. Okay, balance. May you find equilibrium in motion, which is beautiful, because that's what we're just saying, that as you're moving through the cycles, initially it feels really hard, it feels really challenging, but then as you are doing it and it becomes routine, through the affirmations, through the support structures that you build for yourself, as you let go of that negativity and you start being empowered and feel safe within your own truth, healing into that self-reliance, then all of a sudden you're essentially just finding a new balance that is so serene and so beautiful. Look at this ocean. So serene, so balanced, so clear. And the depths of that, the depths through which you can work because you're understanding yourself to be able to express who you are is so much easier to maintain that equilibrium in motion, that balance and fluency. Okay, I really love that. And the aardvark, content and optimism, great mystery. So what is the potential coming forth? How beautiful is that? If you would do the work, the potential and the possibilities are untold. It's where have you set your vision? And are you setting your vision with expectation, or are you setting your vision and are you just open to be flexible and flow into that vision and allow it to come forth where and as it needs, as you move through this process, ongoing, this circular process, constantly recalibrating, constantly realigning into this content, optimistic. And that's what this C is as well, content, optimistic, inner peace. It's this unity of yourself coming forth, which brings in this incredible heart-centered space of you being you in every facet of what you possibly could be. This is astounding. The miracles, the white buffalo, that's what this is, the manifesting, the miracles, the support teams in spirit, bringing just an outcome that you don't even envision at this point. Okay, this is really, really lovely. Wild. May you express all that you are. May you express all that you are. So here we are, this journey, self-love, taking the day-by-day steps, balancing into that inner peace, and then becoming in, you know, what are you going to find? Who are you truly? What is uncovering? And the ideas, the thoughts, the concepts, the epiphanies, what is awakening within your soul, and how does that make you feel? Because I know on my journey that's made me feel alive. It makes me feel like I have a place on earth with people. And this is so important, because it's so easy to get lost within these difficult emotions and thoughts. So that process of awareness, healing, ongoing observation and optimization to become in this content and optimistic space. This is just such a beautiful reading, and thank you to Gaia for bringing this energy to us. Thank you to Spirit, because this awareness and journey is so important for everybody to recognize and understand the journey of your soul, and how Gaia is helping to support that, how your teams are helping to support that at this time. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on Wednesday with a mini reading. Check in for that. Check out my Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly, daily support cards. It's just a simple little prompt to help you with self-thought, going deeper as these indicate, to really help you on your healing journey and to keep moving forward, to stay positive, to be progressive. So much love to you all, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.